The WNBA simply does not play even to a fraction of the talent that the men play.
Welcome to another episode of Ask a Brother podcast. I'm your host, Jeff St. James, and we're going to have a whole host of different people from different backgrounds coming in because it really is about building a community of like-minded people that's just open to listening and hearing from other perspectives. The revolution is going to be because of us.
You are 100% right, because that's where that started at. We're not, quote unquote, losing the plot on what a woman is. And you don't want to say what a woman is. Don't want to face none of, oh, we equal to men. No, we are not. We are equitable to men, but we are not equal to men. That is a different thing. It's a different concept, and it is a different word. Okay? If you want to talk about our humanity, sure. But when you start talking about our biology and whether or not we do. Listen, I don't know why women are so ashamed of this. Generally speaking, the men are stronger than us. They are physically more durable than us. And things of that nature. They're faster. They're going to be stronger. And this, that, and the third. It's not a whole lot. There are only so many exceptions to that in any given point. Generally speaking, the men are always going to have the edge on us when it comes to physical activity. It's just the way it is. And I don't know why women be tripping. Like that makes us less of a person. No, it don't. It does not. I'll give you an example. I lift. Now, a man who ain't seen the inside of a gym in his whole adult life, not gonna want to stand next to me on leg day at all. Okay, he not gonna want to do it. However, my husband is always in the gym. I'm never gonna outperform him ever. My max weight is his starting weight. That's the way he's warming up with. Like, no joke. I'm not gonna catch him either. I'm not gonna catch him. A man who don't come to the gym will eventually catch me if he is consistent, and he'll pass me. Yep. Right? So it's only so many exceptions and so many air once and again, but that don't make me feel bad. This one was really goofy on the screen right now. I was excluded. Girl, shut up. Shut up. They say get on here and say anything. They get in front of a microphone and say anything. I am convinced that more than half of these people was in the slow class and do not need to be on nobody's podcast. Talking about, I don't want nobody to be discriminated against. Yes, discriminate against the men for being in women's sports, or make the women who think they can play in the NBA go to the NBA then.
It should be one Crimson. And that's going to be my secondary argument. If biological males are now eligible and they rule for them to be allowed to play in the WNBA, then that loses the justification for why these NBA players are losing money for a league that they also can play in. Then it needs to be one league. And what you're going to find out is that maybe one woman, and I don't even know who that woman is, because the ones that's the best shooters are typically short. And not, they tend to be very short, compact, and they're not going to be able to play any defense. And then the ones that are very tall are too slow. How you that big but can't dunk? Taller than me but can't dunk. Face right by the rim, can't dunk. Nobody even talked about the Angel Reese missing all them damn shots. When they talk about all these rebounds she get, they never include the part about half of them miss her own shots. What you're going to find out, they're going to F around and find out. Now, I got a very serious question I want to ask y'all. Which color hair do you think I should go with when I, really go all the way, with...
You got to listen, Mr. Jeff. You got to show what you made of. If you don't come in with turquoise hair, I ain't even trying to hear it.
You right.
Turquoise.
You right.
And you got to do one of these when you get on the court.
Mm-hmm.
One of them, they know you finna dunk when you do one of these.
And and they better not discriminate and tell me I got to shave my beard either, because they ain't telling the other ladies to shave either. So why are they gonna tell me and Ennis and Royce why we got to shave? So this is I'm just looking at the different color schemes. I'm not. I had locks before, but this is a different. This is I didn't realize when I had locks before. This is actually what I was working for all that time, and didn't realize it. So Messy, which color do you?
I can't do this, y'all. I can talk, but I got nothing. I'm sorry, I have nothing. This is so ridiculous. But I think you should go as blonde as that last blonde girl that just got in trouble because she was blonde to the hilt. Whoever that girl is, I don't know these people.
Oh yeah. I know you're talking about.
Yeah, everybody want to be blonde. I got to tap out. I don't know. This is crazy, but it always is another push. It's more of a push. It's more of a push. Always got to be going to the edge of something. Everybody got to feel fire to know that fire is hot. And any of these women that are saying that they should just come in here, somebody just said that there's no women trying to go into the NBA, child NBA.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
Now,
ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
Now I agree with you, and Crimson. Obviously, this has been happening for years, but it became mainstream over the last 10, 15 years. But when people say like, if we really could point to something specific, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this is where a lot of this started. When you gave the Woman of the Year award to Caitlyn Clark, and you did not listen to Caitlyn Clark, who also said simultaneously, but I still think that biological males should not be competing in women's sports. Y'all didn't listen. Y'all didn't listen.
Right? But yo, I forgot about this. You're traumatizing me with this.
I'm telling
Bruce
you.
Caitlyn was on it. Bruce Caitlyn is on it. Bruce Caitlyn said
Bruce Caitlyn is crazy.
Bruce Caitlyn told y'all that just because I'm Bruce Caitlyn, that don't mean that men is supposed to get into the sports women. Because you know why? Regardless of how mixed up he is, he was an Olympic gold medalist and a superior athlete. He was on the Wheaties box, and that used to be a thing when you could get on the Wheaties box, baby.
Yep.
Okay, so Bruce Caitlyn was on point. Okay, when he was doing track and field and all that kind of stuff. So speaking from his experience as an athlete, Bruce Caitlyn said, no, biological men cannot and should not enter into the sports with biological women. It's just not gonna work, and it never is going to work. This is traumatizing. No, I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah.
Well, at least Caitlyn shaved. So let me look at these super chats real quick, and then Maggie, I want you to jump back in here. Gregory, thank you for the $5. Appreciate the love and support. Hey Jeff, I decided that I am a carrot tonight. Okay, all right. Listen, we are in new territory where everybody can be whatever it is that they want. What they say, binary, non-binary. They say two-spirited. The whole pan something. High Vibe 199. They will become the LeBron James of the WNBA. Shake my damn head. And Crimson, you might be right that this is going to get eyeballs. This is probably going to bring and fill up seats to a league that can't pay for itself. It sounds crazy, but hear me out. Like,
it don't sound crazy, Mr. Jeff. It don't sound crazy. You know why?
Wow.
Because it points out just why there should be no WNBA. The WNBA suffers in a way that other women's divisions and other sports do not. Because the women, for the most part, are more or less basketball fundamentally sound because they have to be. Okay, they kind of have to be because they lack the athleticism to compensate for when they're not sound. So when they're not fundamentally sound, the basketball play is just bad. It's bad. No one, not even other basketball fans, male or female, want to watch these games. The reason why they don't want to watch these games, like I said, is star power. There's not enough there to even want to watch it. Nobody wants to watch entertainment that's not entertaining. It suffers in a way that other female divisions don't. Female division in the UFC still gets the male eyes too. Because those women get in there and bang. Okay, those
Volleyball.
fights are entertaining. They be fighting. They be doing their thing in that
Female
ring.
boxers, Clarissa Shields,
Female
Layla.
boxers,
Yep.
have the female division of boxing does not suffer like that because the women get in there and do their thing. You know what I'm saying? And they know that they're women. Even in tennis, Serena and Venus was the most dominant females, period. People are going to watch them. Even male tennis are going to watch them because they get out there and they dominate. Even in any other combat sport or any female division sport that you can think about, the men of those sports actually watch when the females do it too because they do it well. The WNBA simply does not play even to a fraction of the talent that the men play.
No, that high school. No, Crimson, we got to stop comparing the WNBA to the NBA. We got to compare them to high school players. We got to stop being disrespectful to
We
NBA
can't
players.
even do it. We can't even do that, Mr. Jeff, because, and I hear what you're trying to say, but we got to compare them to their professional male counterparts. This is how bad it is because they don't play well. They just don't play well. It's just not something nobody wants to watch. It would be different if the league kept churning out the Cheryl Swoops and the Lisa Leslie. If that was the caliber of women who always pretty much came out, you would have a different thing. If they really could play, they can mix it up with the All-Star weekend and stuff like that. Nobody wants to see it. They're known for foolishness and not for games. Angel Reese is not known for her play. She's known for getting out there being a thought. All of it, they tried to make a whole controversy of race with her and Caitlyn Clark, which I thought was foolishness. And you just can't play well. You're just mad. Listen, nobody wants to see it. They need to close the chapter on the WNBA. It was a failed experiment. We don't want to see it anymore. It's over.
Jesus. And this is the other piece. The WNBA players for years, when NBA players were going to the games, making recommendations and saying how they can make the game more competitive, Shaquille O'Neal and I said it myself, lower the rim so that your anatomy can make the game a little bit funner. So it's not one of you dunking every 20 years. But instead, they took it as offensive. And your ball is smaller. Y'all are smaller. Y'all not as fast and y'all not as athletic. Shorten the rim so that the game actually fits your anatomy. And then all of a sudden, the game would actually be significantly funner. They got offended and went off on all the men and players that said that exact thing. I said, y'all want to lose. Yo, and the only reason why people even became relevant was because Angel Reese and Caitlyn Clark through their college experience and then making it in the league. Otherwise, this is insane.